Looking for it, Josh. One more. Ooh.
1v1, let's go.
All right, 16-19.
Come on, Roz, game point.
Ooh, it doesn't matter. Woo.
All right, come on.
All right. 19-19.
They can't stop me, bro. They can't stop me, bro.
What the hell? Oh. Shake takes it home with a dunk.
Let's go. Good game, man.
19-21, Shake. I'll take that. That was back and forth. That was nice.
Hey, LV hitting shots from the Rise courts. Great game.
Great game.
Sweating over here.
You know, this is what it is. Close competition between Rise and Elite, and there's going to be so much more of it this summer. Shake, before we sign.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers and the Philadelphia 76ers. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Drexler. Russell is out there with Hill. Then it's Bryant, and it's Ewing in at the center. Malone with the block.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Now McGrady following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Good on the shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The drive by Hill and the slam dunk by Russell.
And the relentless nature that is Bill Russell. Always working for the best scoring opportunity. Won't find one better than that.
West kicks to McGrady. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice dribbling.
We play just over a minute here in the first.
76ers foul. Jerry West. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Hill. Six to shoot. High post try. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Scottie Pippen. First personal foul.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Puts it up from 7, and it's sent back by Russell.
And guys, this is where instincts come into play. So much you have to read defensively. Russell not fooled at all.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
It's Pippen on the wing. Back to McGrady. Here's Pettit. A three-pointer, no good. West against Kobe. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Lets it go from deep. A shot by McGrady, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Drexler with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Hill against McGrady. Shot clock at 6. Hill passes to Kobe. Can't convert the two-handed jam. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Pass to Pettit. Drexler against McGrady. And there's the pass to Pippen. The Lakers with the rebound. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Hill kicks to Bryant. That doesn't go in either for Kobe.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Grant Hill.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
First team foul.
First one falls for.
One of the most ferocious scorers in the game. McGrady's length and athleticism is so difficult to contain.
And McGrady drops them both. Here's Hill. Outside, Drexler. Floats it up for Hill. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the middle. Here's McGrady. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Teams changing it up here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. That's tipped. The 76ers leading by 4. COUSY with the bucket. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Philadelphia?
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
And here is McGrady following Pete Maravich's 3. Here's Pippen, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Brad Hill picks one up.
Look how Pippen stays nimble inside, adjusting to get the shot off despite the contact.
First free throw is good. And the Lakers with some changes. Beatty's checked in for Russell. And Paul Pierce is subbed in for Grant Hill. And both free throws good for Pippen.
And maximum effort. That's what you see from Scottie Pippen game after game. He looks for ways to affect the game every minute.
Now, here is Reed. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to Pettit. It's deflected, and so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
The ball goes to Philadelphia.
Gasol's checked in for Philadelphia. Thompson comes in for Scottie Pippen.
Pau Gasol. Klay Thompson.
So it's Philadelphia now. They lead by 4. Just 4 to shoot. Here's COUSY. Misses the 3.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. GASOL passes to COUSY. Launches a three. Philadelphia with the new shot clock. JOKIC with the bucket.
Oh, great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass.
Kidd up top. Still scoreless. And the basket is good.
Jason Kidd.
30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Thompson surveying the floor. From downtown. And the 76ers get it back. JOKIC controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, you better be mindful of that wingspan that JOKIC possesses, especially when he's attacking the backboard.
Here's MARAVICH. The rebound by GASOL.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
That's the
And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Russell, Drexler out there with Bryant. And there's Hill, and it's Ewing in at the center, filling out the middle. Drains it from beyond the arc. West has got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
And a nice shot by Bryant.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
West outside. McGrady outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. McGrady's got 10.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
First personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Patrick Ewing. One shot.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pippen dishes to McGrady. Over Drexler. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. McGrady's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's pulling himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
Timeout called the Lakers.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time! All right, fans, that was your youth dance squad. Make some noise!
Passes it to Hill. Lets it fly. They get the rebound. Here's Russell. Can't get it to fall.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Malone. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, TRACY McGrady.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
The three from Bryant. Keeps it alive. And And it's Russell with that extra effort.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Pippen. Pass to Pettit. It's up a 3. Hill pulls it in. Lakers trailed by 9. Kobe in close.
Kobe Bryant.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
McGrady kicks it to West. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's the 3. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. And here are the Lakers. Here's Kobe. Let's go. And he can't bank that one in. McGrady outside. West against Kobe. West passes to McGrady. No good there. Good work defensively by Drexler. Right side Hill. Kicks it out to Drexler. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. The drive by Hill. Pippen with the steal. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Bryant finds Drexler. Back to Bryant. The tray. Rebounded by TRACY McGrady. The 76ers leading by 7. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Los Angeles.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers.
Substitution on the court.
And the Lakers call time here.
Timeout
Trying
call
to
for the
snap them
Lakers.
out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
What's a T-shirt? That was amazing. Let's hear it for your dancers.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Now
half.
Kidd.
2 minutes.
And the pass to Reed. Outside Kidd. Pierce feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by HAVLICEK. Pierce with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. And the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
Here's COUSY. TRACY McGrady on the wing. HAVLICEK against Pierce. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to end the drought. They grab their own miss. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And really, GASOL just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Now here's Pierce. Pass to ONEAL. Knocks it loose. Stolen by HAVLICEK. Here's COUSY. And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
And the 76ers making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your
34 seconds left in the first half of the game.
KLAY Thompson.
The 17-footer. Good. And it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
A shooter of Thompson's caliber has little trouble in the mid-range.
This is it to Reed. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's COUSY. Down low, Jokic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And how about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. From deep three-point territory. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually we can't. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 11. And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia? And that's a wrap for our...
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from TRACY McGrady.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
So with GASOL on the bench, this is who Larry Brown has out there. You've got Moses Malone. West is out there with TRACY McGrady. Then there's Pippen. And it's Pettit in at the 4 slot. Bryant with him. Kicks to Drexler. Over McGrady. Drexler, no good. The 76ers leading by 13. West passes to Malone. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Hill. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this is the problem. The length, the timing. Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Still 76ers ball.
Los Angeles on D. 11-point game. Bryant against West. Clock is at 3. Deep 2 from Pippen. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 7 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Bryant. What a shooter! What a shooter! Kobe Bryant.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad. All right, fans, that was your youth dance squad. Make some noise.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. West dishes to McGrady. And he dunks it down.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The drive by Hill. Got a hand on it. And they get it back.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles.
He throw good, Russell.
Bill Russell. 2 shots.
And so Russell hits them both. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Now the pass to McGrady. Lets the 3 fly. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Moses Malone.
And the 76ers lead by 10.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second chance points.
Good. Kobe with a hand in his face.
You see the number of moves Kobe has, more than capable of creating for himself with that handle.
West inside. He's guarded by Russell. Hill against West. Goes up the baseline. Hill, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Yes, that goes in. West has got 7 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Second personal foul.
Able to stretch the floor, making it tough on defenses to guard.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And the Lakers also making a change. Reed's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's COUSY. It's good. COUSY's got his second bucket.
I tell you, COUSY is pretty crafty down there on the block, has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Pass to Reed. Knocked away. Jokic with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the inside. Thompson. Drexler with the block. Count it. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Timeout for the 76ers.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Los Angeles making a switch here. .132 left to play in the third. COUSY passes to Thompson. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by UNSELD.
His defense is so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
MARAVICH, good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Thompson. And here's Jokic. He's got 6. Here's COUSY.
And the long arm is wreaking havoc on the lead. They don't know what to do with him when he's going up with a shot like that.
The 76ers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
The pass to UNSELD. He lobs it up. Great communication on the alley-oop.
And what makes Kobe next level, the instinct for the game, an ability to just see it before it happens.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Thompson against MARAVICH. Thompson with the 3.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Bryant is out there with Drexler. Then it's Ewing. Then it's Russell. And it's Hill, and at the 3, the small forward. The 76ers leading by 11. TRACY McGrady on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Kobe Bryant.
It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
The free throw drops for West. And both free throws good for West. Lakers trailed by 13. Drexler scanning the floor. Pass to Kobe. And a great assist by Drexler as that one goes in.
Bryant.
Drexler's got 3 assists in the game. West kicks to McGrady. Over Drexler. The shot by McGrady, no good. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Hill has the open look. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Malone's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Pippen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Russell's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Kobe, the pass to Ewing. Over McGrady. Got a piece of it. West outside. Passes to McGrady. Now here's Malone. He's guarded by Hill. 11 feet away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the 76ers lead by 12. Timeout called the Lakers.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Phil Jackson said to the team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Russell kicks to Kobe. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. Malone with the block. They get it back, and there it is for him.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
West outside. Bounce pass Pippen. Here's McGrady. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Assisted.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Hill. The putback.
And Ewing with that size really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
West dishes to McGrady. And it's Pippen in the corner. Back to McGrady. Shot clock at 6. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. McGrady's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. To the paint. Stolen by Ewing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Shot from the wing. Bryant's shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 10. Pippen outside. Malone kicks it to West. Back to Malone. And Ewing sends it back. And he gets it back. Here's West. Hands the 12-footer. And the 76ers lead by 12.
And how about the lift West gets on his shot? Leaning back just a touch. Very difficult to contest.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 12. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Tracy McGrady.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Bryant backs for 2. And again, no good by the Lakers. And the 76ers with possession. Now here's West. Here's Pettit. On the wing, Malone. And here's West for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Went to the line for 3 free throws.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he's good on the first of 3.
Jerry West.
And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. Lakers trail by 15. Hill looking around. Oh, Russell in position. Now West. He kicks it to McGrady. West outside. With the drive, here's Pettit. It's hauled in by Bill Russell. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, Kobe. Ewing, the pass to Hill. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
West outside. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily.
Philadelphia.
Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes 51. A big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Drive home safely.
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.
What's good, NBA 2K TV? This is Kevin Cruz, and my favorite feature in NBA 2K24 has been the introduction of Pro Play. And I've created some mean Steph Curry combos that I take with me to every game mode, whether it's in my team or in the rec. And I have been absolutely destroying with this combo. And I really can't wait where the team brings this in NBA 2K25.
What's up, 2K community? It's your girl Boom, and I know we're all enjoying our summer, but don't forget to come in and tune into 2K and make sure we're gonna ball out on the courts regardless of what you play. I just want to see you.
Once again, I hope you guys are
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. It's the Sacramento Kings and the Miami Heat. Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. Harden, the pass to Embiid, and that one good.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for Sacramento. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills it from deep.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Harden against Hardaway. Outside Carter from deep three-point range. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Hardaway on the wing. Off the mark there with a three. And it's Miami's ball. Carter on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Harden. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Harden surveying the D. Pass to Carter. Back to Harden. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A reliable shooter off the catch. Harden with that sweet lefty stroke.
Hardaway, the pass to Mourning. Back to Hardaway. To the inside. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Shooting for the Kings, Wilt Chamberlain.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Harden. Fires the three. Leonard pulls down the board. Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Chamberlain. And Davis with the block.
Putting that 7'6" wingspan to use. AD continues to climb the all-time blocks list.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Mourning passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 3 on 3. Oh, there's the alley. And stolen by Leonard. Inside. Here's Chamberlain. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain's got 6 points.
Nice pass by Gilgeous-Alexander. Has the height to see over the D, and he's unselfish.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. So Miami ends up going with a new group. Hayes, the pass to Cunningham. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. For 3, Allen kept alive.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Dikembe Mutombo. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your
first one falls for him.
Yao Ming. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Here's Wilkins, defended by DeRozan. Pass to Wilkins. O'Neal on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Mutombo. Miami grabs the miss.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And that one's good. DeRozan.
The defense was all over him all the way, but DeRozan has the vertical to simply rise and fire over you.
Here's Rice. Pass to Richmond. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
DeRozan outside. Allen outside. The 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
On top of the 3, you're also going to give him the and one? Just bad defense all the way around.
Glenn Rice. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Heat, Ray Allen. 1 shot.
Allen, no good on the free throw. The Kings trailing. .116 left in the first quarter here. Here's Wilkins, defended by DeRozan, and he gets it to go.
Wilkins.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Now here's DeRozan. Allen outside. .50 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's DeRozan. Mutombo with the rebound. Here's O'Neal. He's defended by Hayes. Right wing. Here's Wilkins. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
DeRozan outside. Shot from the top of the key, and he nails the jumper.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Heat up 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Davis out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Anthony. Then it's James Harden. And it's Carter in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Such a crafty score. Nice pump fake by Leonard to draw the foul.
Team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Kawhi Leonard taking 2 shots.
And Leonard drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Harden with it. Outside Carter from deep 3-point land. Chamberlain pulls it in. The Kings leading. Leonard left side over Anthony. Leonard can't get it to go.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Harden's shot is good.
Savvy play by Carmelo. He knows the defense expects him to fire, so he makes a pass to an open teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Chamberlain. Leonard for 3. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3. They swipe it outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Pass to Anthony. Oh, got a piece of it. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. Excellent D there from Embiid. Back to Harden. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. Carter with it. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Kings.
Kawhi Leonard.
In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Outside Carter. Here's Anthony. And he sinks out. Hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Heat lead by 2.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And the Kings call time here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. Outside Davis. Now Harden, defended by Hardaway. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. The 11-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander gets the bucket on the breakaway.
So tenacious on the offensive end. Shai is a problem from the mid-range.
And here's Harden. He's got 5. Left side Davis. Rebound by the Kings.
Textbook defense on display. That's exactly how you guard against the jump shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Here's Leonard. He can't hit that time. Embiid with a nice defensive effort. Davis, the pass to Anthony. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Carter, good. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Hardaway finds Gilgeous-Alexander.
And looking at Shai's game, there's a shiftiness to it. Keeps defenders off balance.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Heat.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shai in the league.
2 minutes remaining.
Harden, the pass to Yao. Now Harden. 5 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's never shy to let it go from three-point range. Harden wants to make the D's job as tough as possible.
Pass to Rice. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
In transition. Finished off the break.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Outside Harden. Left side Carter. Shoots. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Richmond. Sinks the tray.
Mitch Richmond.
And now a 3-point Kings lead.
He's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
And finished off by Hayes.
And remember, James Harden is usually a front runner in the league in assists. He has great vision.
Pass to Rice. And stolen by Anthony. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Off target with the 3. And so here's Sacramento.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Now here's Harden. Got a piece of it.
And people have criticized Harden for his defense before.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Taking a look at the Kings.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Harden, the pass to Carter. Back to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Harden's got 11 points.
Such an aggressive offensive player. Harden is ready to shoot whenever he's got the rock.
Here's Chamberlain. He's got 6. Here's Richmond. Joel Embiid with the board.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Outside Carter. Fires from deep. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
The playmaking of Harden just continues to evolve. He's so crafty with his passes.
Timeout called. Sacramento.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles. But we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Hardaway. The shot from the low post is good. Hardaway's got his first basket.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
To the paint. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Davis. 6 points for him.
Carmelo loves overcoming these types of challenges and sticking it to the defenders.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And Harden's got the ball here for the Heat. Here's Carter. And that misses. That would have put him up. Carter's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go. Here's Hardaway. Can't hit that one. Oh, nice D from Carter. And it's Miami's ball. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Through the years, Carmelo Anthony has remained consistent, still knocking down shots and making it look easy.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And Anthony drops them both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
What I like there, Gilgeous-Alexander knows when to force the action. Terrific awareness for his age.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony with it. Give him 8 points now. Outside Harden. Pass to Carter. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3. Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
He gets it in there.
Look at these numbers. There's a reason SGA is one of the best guards in the NBA right now.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. Strong finish by Embiid.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Carter against Hardaway. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Penny Hardaway.
Hardaway's gotten his second bucket.
Excellent move to score the basketball despite a weak pick.
Outside Harden. The three is up. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul.
And the Heat with some changes.
First team
DeRozan
foul.
comes in for Anthony, and it's Allen in for
Substitution
Carter.
on the court.
Wilkins, the pass
2
to
minutes remaining in
Mutombo.
the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Rice. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Heat with the lead. Here's Harden. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And you can see Harden is feeling it, which is why he's being so aggressive on offense.
There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Richmond with the bucket.
He has done everything possible to keep his team in this one. What a performance from him.
Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him. For 3, Allen. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Allen's got 6 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Glenn Rice.
He's got 5.
3.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
And here's DeRozan. Harden from outside. Second chance shot. Oh, putting in the work. Embiid finishes inside.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Pass to Rice. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Glenn Rice.
These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Outside Harden. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Now Embiid. O'Neal pulls it in.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
You know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
It's stolen away. With 1 on the clock. Can't get it to drop. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Kings ahead, up by 3. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is.
Fans, your new fifth squad.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Joel Embiid is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Anthony. And it's Carter in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Misses off the left iron.
As usual, he's laser focused on defense. That's a nice shot contest.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
They have a never give up attitude.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Now Harden. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Back to Harden. There's the triple. Another shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
And he drops the first.
Joel Embiid.
And Embiid drops them both.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents. And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Harden. Pass to Embiid. Here's Carter. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Yeah, the passing has only gotten better from Embiid. It adds a huge element to his game.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Hardaway. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Pass to Harden. Anthony feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Goes up from the top of the key. Carter can't get it to go. The Kings leading. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard for three. Leonard, a threat from deep.
At the start of his career, no one thought Kawhi would end up being this good of a three-point shooter. He's a marksman.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Miami's coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up. Going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. That's tipped and stolen by Anthony. Pass to Harden. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Again, the Heat misses. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
That's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Slim frame, but has the length to finish over or around you.
Pass to Harden. Anthony outside. To halt the run. Here's Embiid. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Textbook defense on display. That's exactly how you guard against the jump shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It's not just the size of AD, it's the quickness. Allows him to beat defenders in traffic, forcing fouls.
That free throw good from Davis.
Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Davis.
The physical gifts Anthony Davis possesses are just undeniable. He was built to cause havoc down low with his long arms and broad build.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Miami trailing. Davis, the pass to Harden. From outside, off the mark.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Hardaway finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
An exceptional finisher, and some contact like that won't stop Shai completely.
Outside Carter. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Carter, good. Carter's got 4 points this quarter. And it's Sacramento's ball. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shea all the way to the cup.
I mean, showing an understanding of the pick and roll game. Vital for a young floor general like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he lobs it up top. And finished off by Davis.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. And it's blocked by Davis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. Miami on D. They trail by 9. Hardaway, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Davis. Pass to Anthony. Here's Embiid. Rebound by the Kings.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Count that bucket. And the Kings lead by 11.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Carter can't get it to go. Leonard against Anthony. Leonard looking around. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for
And for our finale for the 2K TV wrap party, we've got Team 2K TV versus the world. So welcome to the show. This is very exciting because we're gonna run 5v5 today.
Shout out to all of the community joining us here today. You guys are awesome at the game, and I'm a little bit intimidated, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Let's talk about the strategy.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the New York Knicks taking on the Boston Celtics. And so off the tip, it's New York. So the New York starting five, they've got English, Gervin out there with Robinson. And it's Michael Jordan, and it's Gilmore in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Gervin. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Gervin. Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And when we talk about players who don't mind shooting with a hand in their face, Kareem's at the top of the list.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Team foul.
The free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar. Now, here's English. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Here's Gervin, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
New York shooting their first free throws of this game.
First team foul. At the line for the Knicks, George Gervin.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Gervin.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Robertson passes to Tatum. Brown outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so Jordan will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's English. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Giannis outside. Robertson outside. Feeds to Abdul-Jabbar. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 now.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Robertson against Jordan. English on the wing. 4 on the shot clock.
And Brown just using his big body well on defense. A physical player who does a great job of bothering shooters.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics ball.
Robertson against Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, and Gilmore's presence alone is enough to have an impact at the defensive end. Just knowing he's in the neighborhood bothers opposing shooters.
Tipped away and stolen by Gervin. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Giannis. Back to Robertson. The 3 from Tatum. Gervin pulls it in.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Here's Gilmore. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
The kick out to Brown and stolen by Gervin. And it's slammed in by Gervin.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Gervin attacking. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting for New York, George Gervin.
Free throw good, Gervin.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Gervin. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. The pass to Smith. No good. Shot missing. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 3-point game. Garnett in the post. Covered by Irving. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Hayward kicks to Irving. Thompson with the rebound.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Garnett. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Jordan. Good. It's Garnett with the assist that time.
And not much else you can do. I mean, defensively, you try to make it hard on Jordan without fouling, but he's just too dialed in.
Here's Irving. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Payton against Thompson. Out to Smith. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Boston ball. Checking in for the Knicks, Bernard King. Elgin Baylor.
Outside Irving. takes the 13-footer, and the jumper is on the mark.
And there's not a spot on the floor where Kyrie cannot damage it.
George Gervin getting it done for the New York Knicks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break.
The Knicks, 14.
Just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
We've got Tatum. Robertson is out there with Jaylen Brown. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. The Knicks leading by 3. Gervin surveying the D. And the shot goes in.
George
Gervin's got 12.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Brown. And that comes off the assist by Abdul-Jabbar. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jaylen cook.
Here's English. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Knicks lead by 4.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Robinson against Giannis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
Well, Giannis is one of those guys, you look at the end of the season, he's going to be up there in free throw attempts per game.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers, Giannis, poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
English looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Jordan. New York needs to get off a shot. Robinson misses.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Celtics Entertainment.
Jordan passes to Gervin. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Second chance shot, rebounded by the Celtics.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Brown outside. Here's Giannis. Wow, Giannis with a strong finishing shot.
Giannis anticipating there and just creates his own chance.
It's English with the drive. Some solid defense from Brown.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Jordan against Robertson. Jordan kicks to English. Pass to Gilmore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
Substitution on the court.
Payton looking it over. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Sweet little floater.
And superb strength there from Payton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
And stolen by Payton. And he drops it in from the low post.
Gary Payton.
Payton's got the lead up to 5 now for Boston.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's King, powered down with both hands.
Yeah, how about the athletic ability on display there by King? He gets all the way to the bucket and takes no chance on the finish.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Mikan. Over Garnett. Mikan, no good. Knicks trailed by 3. Garnett dishes to Baylor. On the wing, Thompson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Nice setup by Baylor. Man, this guy can pass, shoot, rebound. Anything you need, he's there to provide it.
Payton passes to Antetokounmpo.
New York foul. Dave Cowens. First personal foul.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for New York. There's the pass to King. .41 seconds left in the first half. Outside Baylor. 6 to shoot. Pass to Thompson. And the rejection by Giannis. And he recovers it.
Boston ball.
Boston making some changes. Smith comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Irving subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
Kyrie Irving.
Irving against Baylor. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 6.
Another circus shot in the career of Kyrie. Sometimes it looks like he's just playing horse out there.
Now here's Garnett. He's tightly guarded. Yep, that one goes.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Tatum looking around. A 3 from Tatum.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
And so it's the Boston.
With the score, the Celtics.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The Knicks.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, George Gervin has been really making it happen.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really focused on quality shots.
This is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Brad Nelson. English is out there with Jordan. Then there's Gervin. Then it's Robinson. And it's Gilmore in at the 5, roaming the paint. Austin with the ball. Robertson kicks to Tatum. Giannis passes to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Knicks with the rebound. Gilmore's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. English outside. Here's Gervin. Good. Great play by English to set it up. Gervin's got 14 points.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
David Robinson.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
The Celtics have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one, up to 9.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
That free throw missing. And he can't hit the second. Knicks trailed by 4. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Payton. Tatum on the wing. Good! Tatum with the contested 3.
But how about the mindset of Tatum? Even when the D is in his grill, he somehow finds a way to get shots up and over them.
Here's English. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. English has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Celtics leading by 5. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Celtics.
Checked in for Boston.
Celtics Entertainment.
Jordan against Robertson. Brown wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Knicks trailed by 5. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Celtics fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
2nd personal foul.
So Gervin will go to the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
George Gervin.
And it's the Celtics ball. Pass to Giannis. Left side, Abdul-Jabbar. Releases from 15, and he hits the jump shot. Abdul-Jabbar's got 7.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size with that kind of touch, that is money.
He gets it in there. English has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Giannis outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on English. Tonight he's gone 3 of 6 from the line.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That free throw, no good.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
He hits the second from the line. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And English to Gervin. English against Brown. Here's Gervin. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Tatum. Brown with it. English picks him up. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Once again, fans.
Here's Thompson.
Entertainment.
The pass to King. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Gordon Hayward.
It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
And what I like about King, he doesn't try to get flashy or fancy. He only cares about being effective. And he goes out there and just takes care of business. And in the end, the points just pile up.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 8 points.
And making the most of that inside opening. That's almost too easy for Kyrie.
Thompson surveys the floor. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist by Thompson.
Kevin Garnett.
1:53 left to play here in the third. Moving against Baylor. Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Smith.
Oh, a nice find by Kyrie that time, balancing his offensive attack.
Garnett left side. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Knicks ball.
On defense, the Celtics. 6-point lead. King outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Hayward. King's shot is off.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Here's Baylor. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
And Thompson sends it back. Inside, Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Hayward finds Irving. And Baylor with the block. Down low for the tie. In deep, Garnett drops it in.
Assist
and it's 8 points for Garnett.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Irving with the ball. 8 points for him. Over Baylor. Again, the miss by the Celtics. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
42. The Knicks. 42.
And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Antetokounmpo on out there with Robertson. Then it's Kareem, and it's Tatum in at the small forward position. That's the Boston 5. It's blocked. Baylor against Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Baylor. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Robertson.
First team foul. Shooting for New York.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Shots.
That one is no good.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Robertson dishes to Brown. And here is Robertson. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Up again. It's good on the putback. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
And here's Brown outside. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul. First team foul.
I admire the energy that Brown plays was so great at getting to the line.
Free throw good from Brown. A different look for New York. Gervin's checked in for Baylor. And it's English in for Thompson. Good on the second free throw.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
And he nails the third. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Brad Nelson had some words for his team during the break. Now it's a close one, so coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to English. Over Brown. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
Robertson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Brown outside. Offensive rebound. Tatum wide open. He fires one. That's good. And Robertson with the assist.
This is how refined Tatum's motion is. He needs so little setup time.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Robertson's shot is off.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously. But he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Jordan against Robertson. The three from Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Here's Gervin. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
George Gervin.
Gervin's got 19 points.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Abdul-Jabbar. That one doesn't go. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's English. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Outside Tatum.
2 minutes.
Shoots over English. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Now the Knicks with it. From 10 feet out. Robinson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
There's Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on English.
Personal foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. Got one more, though.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 7.
The team struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Jordan outside. And then slammed in by Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I call that slam dunk contest level.
Outside Tatum. Shoots over English. Up against it inside. Tatum fights through. Hatchets his way to the rack.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And then English with the slam dunk.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Michael Jordan, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Jordan.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And here's Robertson outside. Gilmore grabs the miss.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about
Thank you for coming out tonight, and as always,
they were never rattled at all by the opposing team.
And that about wraps it up.
Home safely.
For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
The all-stars versus the no-stars. Who will prevail?
John? Yep. Good fight.
Shot, John. Yes. Come, Chris. There you go.
Nice. Here we go.
This is what I'm talking about. Fight.
Good D, John. 3 seconds.
Oh,
3.
What?
That was 3 in the key.
This is our last chance at redemption for the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up, along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the Atlanta Hawks and the Denver Nuggets. And it's the Hawks to start out. And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. We've got Butler, and it's Olajuwon in at the center position, filling out the middle. Here's Butler. Yep, that one goes.
The ball control Butler possesses is valuable. I mean, his decision-making in pick and rolls is quite impressive.
And Doncic launches from deep. A quick shot there. It's off target. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Harry, the pass to James. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
You can't even blame the defense that much. The dude's just a freight train. He's impossible to stop.
Shooting for the Hawks. LeBron James taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from James.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
Doncic gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Pass to Barry from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Doncic against James for 3. And Luka Doncic good for 3. Doncic has got 5 now.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last 3.
Pass to Barry. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's McAdoo. Back to Doncic. And he gets the bucket. He has 7.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
James passes to Malone. Shots blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Atlanta ball.
6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Durant surveying the D. Doncic on the wing. This one for 3. They get it again. Kicks it to George. Doncic outside.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
The Nuggets trail. McAdoo, the pass to Durant. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And rejected. Here's Malone. James outside. Here's Barry. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Barry's got 8.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
Now on the court, your very own Nuggets dancers. Let them hear it.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. So for the Hawks. Embry passes to Lillard. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And another miss by Denver.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Lucas.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
First team foul.
And Denver has possession. They trail by 3. Pass to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And so here is Denver. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. And the shot goes in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Morant looking for an opening. 1:21 left to play in the first. Pass to Lucas. Clock at 6. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. And here's Lillard. No made baskets yet. Here's Shays. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Lucas. The Hawks leading. Pass to Arenas. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the right side. Here's Embry. Seconds left in the first.
And he just powered through contact, trying to complete the play.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good.
Wayne Embry.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Iguodala. The 3. And it's Denver with a rebound. Here's Shays. Wallace, the pass to Iverson. Unable to get that one. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Hawks ahead. They're up by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break.
18.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Hawks guys, what jumps out to you statistically?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
First personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hawks.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passes into points.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
That one's off. And he's good on the second. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They lead by 4. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second.
LeBron James.
We've got LeBron James. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Doncic passes to McAdoo. And is blocked. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Kevin Durant talked about what keeps him going. He said, quote, simply put, I enjoy hooping. I like when the ball goes through the rim, working on my game, building with the team. It gives me joy that I crave, a kid-like energy. So I'm going to keep chasing that feeling. And the second that goes away, I'll call it quits. Brian?
Allie, thank you.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in, downright lethal.
Pass to James. Up and over Doncic. James can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail. Up ahead. And that one's good. McAdoo.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
James deciding where to go with it. Butler on the wing. All sorts of time. Yep, that one's good.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler's got his second basket of the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
Here's McAdoo. George outside. Butler against Durant. Over Butler. Durant's shot is off. Butler with the ball. Down low. James. James with the focus.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you were wondering what it's like playing against LeBron, it is not fun. He's too big, he's too strong, and just gets the contact and the finish.
Now here's Doncic. He has 7. Barkley from the right block. The bank shot, no good.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Nuggets, Bob McAdoo. 2 shots.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Olajuwon passes to Malone. Inside. LeBron James with the flush.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Pass to Durant. To the inside. McAdoo. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Using the big nicely. Durant able to find the open man.
Oh, Butler getting aggressive.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Doncic against James. Doncic passes to McAdoo. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. The Hawks leading. This James on the wing. Guarded by Doncic.
Now, nobody spends more time in the paint than LeBron James. He knows he's going to get the contact, and he still goes in there.
At the line for the Hawks, LeBron James.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from James. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. 9-point game. Pass to Wallace.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Lillard. From deep. Oh, Dame time!
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Malone, pass to Olajuwon. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul. Second team
no
foul.
debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for the Hawks, Hakeem Olajuwon.
The first one falls. The Hawks making a switch here. Morant's checked in. Good on both. Denver calls timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
What do you say, fans? Let's hear it for your Denver answers.
And Denver has possession. Trailing by 8. Pass to Embry. 1:27 left in the first half. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And another 3 for Denver.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
Morant, the pass to Malone. Here's Barry. Takes the 3. Good. And Butler gets the assist.
3.
Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Shays. And there are the Nuggets with another bucket.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Morant, the pass to Malone. Here's Barry. Wide open look. They grab their own miss. Malone. Great positioning on the putback.
Karl Malone.
And the Hawks lead by 8.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Now Lillard. He's got 6. There's Shays. And that one's good. Shays has got 6.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Here's Morant. Misses from close range. 1 second left. Doesn't go for him.
I like Morant's working like a coach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks.
The Atlanta team.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie, a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Looking at the Hawks. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The Nuggets trail. Barkley tries again. Rebounded by the Hawks. Malone's got his 5th rebound in this one. And for the Hawks, we've got Jimmy Butler. And it's Barry in at the 2. And the basket is good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And for the Nuggets, McAdoo, pass to Doncic. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
When you talk wings, Butler is a top-notch passer. He has a great understanding of the game.
George outside. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And they recover it. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. To the paint. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Durant, pass to Doncic. Outside Durant. Barry pulls it in.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And the shot goes.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds him.
Durant finds George. Back to Durant. Launches it from deep. Durant with another miss.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
To end the drought. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. It's James on the wing. Over Doncic. James so calm under pressure.
What focus from LeBron, working around some aggressive defense to find the bucket.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Lillard passes to Shays.
Watch the screen.
Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and the putback. Embry's got 6 points.
Real smooth, guys. Great job. job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Lucas, no good on the triple. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Wallace, out to the right wing. Iverson passes to Embry. Knocked away. Over Iguodala. Rebound Atlanta.
I guess we can credit the defense for that one going wide. They did everything they could to influence the shot.
They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Commissioner Adam Silver maintains that he is not against shortening the regular season. He said, quote, the fact that teams are focused on load management and players are resting, it sends a message. And while he doesn't want to be tradition-bound, guys, he said, whatever happens, they'd ensure every team visits every city at least once per season.
Jerry Lucas. An interesting point there from the commissioner. Thanks, Allie. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Shooting for Atlanta, Gilbert Arenas. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Iverson, hounded by Morant. Here's Shays. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Shays has got 8 points. The Hawks leading. Outside Morant. Look at Morant working the paint. Nice.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
27 seconds left in the third. Shays passes to Iverson. 5 on the clock. Pass to Shays. Puts it up from 17. And the jumper is on the mark. Shays has got 4 points in the quarter.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
From deep, Morant. That one no good. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Hawks ahead, leading by 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And James has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They're leading by 8. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. We've got LeBron James. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's James. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. James has gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Barkley. And the bucket is good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Not to be deterred, LeBron
James. When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you gotta make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
From 15 feet away, up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
Olajuwon passes to James. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
James against Doncic. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That'll be 3 seconds. Hawks ball.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Butler against Durant. Malone. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
No good on that one.
Karl Malone taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground zero.
Here's Iverson. And yep, it's good.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
James can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Yep, that one goes. James has got 10 points in just the second half.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
Here's Malone. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
That's just a bucket that you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Doncic. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
At the line for your Nuggets.
And he makes it first. The Nuggets making a switch here. George is checked in. And so he hits both. So it's Atlanta now. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to James. James strong inside.
LeBron James. Watch James still play at this level. It's crazy to think that he joined the league in 2003.
Now a timeout called by Denver. You gotta like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They've got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Well, you can bet he knows what kind of challenge it is taking on the defending champs. He brought it all to the table tonight. He didn't hold anything back, getting them the win. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and be out there."
Allie, thank you.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
James with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To the left side wing. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter. James goes up for the jumper and arcs it in.
James.
Soft touch on the floater from James. It's impressive how well he can adjust his mechanics to almost any situation.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul. LeBron James. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, free.
1:41 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Barry. George defending. It's James on the wing. Drops in the layup for two.
James.
James has got 18 points now here in the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And the strength of Doncic allows him to play through contact. Surprised he didn't get the start treatment there. No whistle.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth. And that one's good, Barry.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
In the paint, Luka.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Outside Butler. Second chance effort, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
The opposition had no answer for them. The way they attacked them relentlessly was so impressive, man. That was a good win.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
From deep, here's Doncic. And no good.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to
All right, here we go. Game 2.
Here we go. Redemption.
Oh, man. I don't like losing the tip. No.
Yep, switch on there. Box now. Yep.
Sorry, John. I didn't want to risk it.
Y'all good?
Good take, Chris.
Great take, Chris.
There we go.
All right, 2 up on the board.
Oh, that's a steal. Come on.
Don't go for steals.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the San Antonio Spurs. And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Duncan out there with Howard. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Wade. And it's Johnson in at the 1. Shot clock at 6. Wade against Curry. Over Wade. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, once again, Steph bails them out with the shot clock nearly at 0. Love his opportunism.
Now the pass to Duncan. To the inside. Stolen by O'Neal. Is it to WEMBANYAMA? Another shot, and the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And so here's Cleveland following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Johnson. Duncan. That misses off the backboard.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Now Wade after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Booker the pass to Wade. Shoots over Curry. Wade gets the bucket.
Well, just continues to make his living from right there. Dwayne Wade feels so comfortable in the mid-range.
Outside for Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Nice work to get it inside and
personal foul. First team foul.
The Spurs shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Shaquille O'Neal.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is, on paper, the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And even 3-on-3 break. It's tipped, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Johnson finds Wade. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Booker the pass to Howard. And it's Shaq with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Frazier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
With the teardrop, and it's finished off by Wade as he lays it in.
Well, so many tricks up his sleeve. Dwayne Wade, phenomenal, realizing when to pull out that reliable floater.
Curry on the wing. Frazier outside. That shot off the mark. Good D by Johnson. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Booker.
It is so difficult not to bite on the up fake of Devin Booker. He's that good a shooter, boy. I don't blame you, defense. That's tempting.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Walton's checked in for Howard. Randolph comes in for Duncan. Mitchell, he's checked in for Wade. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Johnson.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Rose. Drops in the layup for 2.
How about the clever move by Rose? He somehow manages to get around the contact and finish.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Walton. And stolen by McHale. Here's Rose. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
That is vintage Derrick Rose, right? Get separation off the dribble and finish the move. Nice.
He gets that one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the pass to McHale. Off with the layup. And it's Randolph with the ball for the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Count it. Good.
Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
Rondo against Rose. And there's Edwards on the assist by Rose.
It's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
It's stolen by McHale. Rose against Wall. Here's Worthy. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then converting.
Irving's checked in for Cleveland. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Randolph finds Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Back to Rondo. On the wing, Irving. 5 to shoot. Walton. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Rondo against Rose. Pass to Edwards. Back to Rose. Here's McHale. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Spurs foul. Anthony Edwards. First personal foul.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
One of the things about Donovan Mitchell's game that I love is he's got elite athleticism. There is speed, there's burst, and there's physical strength. This guy is very capable offensively.
Good on both. San Antonio leading. Now Rose. Outside Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game.
Your Spurs.
It's San Antonio up 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
With McHale sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got O'Neal. Bird out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Frazier, and it's Curry in at the 2 spot. To Book, lets it go with a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Booker's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Cavs. Frazier kicks to O'Neal. Wembanyama against Duncan. Frazier outside. On the wing, Bird. 6 on the shot clock. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Cavaliers ball.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Here's Johnson. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Frazier. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. That one good for 2.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Johnson surveying the floor. The shot's good.
Magic Johnson.
Johnson's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Cavs.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Looking for Wade, he gets it there. The shot will not fall. AT that time from Curry. Wembanyama down low. Wade is covered. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
First personal foul.
The Spurs have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
At the line for your Spurs, Victor Wembanyama.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Wade outside. The pass to Duncan. And he gets it to go.
Well, the basketball mind that Dwayne Wade possesses is so special. What understanding and feel for where his guys will be.
Passes it to O'Neal. Good D by Howard.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Wade gets the bucket.
See, these difficult finishes take incredible concentration, and Dwayne Wade is accustomed to taking those hits.
Johnson against Frazier. He WEMBANYAMA. The Cavaliers pull it in. Johnson outside. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And it's good for 2.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Frazier scanning the floor. Bird outside. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Bird's got his first basket.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
And the basket by Johnson.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communication. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Irving's checked in for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Rose. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Johnson outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
First personal foul.
Officials are all over that one.
First team foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown.
At the line for the Cavaliers.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. Spurs trailed by 8.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to McHale. Irving against Worthy. Nowitzki outside. 6 to shoot. Rose kicks to Nowitzki. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for 1 more. That's on Dwight Howard.
Well, we know Dirk Nowitzki is the master at drawing contact, and once at the free throw line, he usually delivers.
The Spurs have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Zach Randolph is checked in for Duncan.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, Dirk Nowitzki revolutionized the stretch 4, right? I mean, this is the unique, big, and influential player on multiple generations.
Mitchell outside. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Donovan
Mitchell's got 6.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Rose against Johnson. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Pass to Howard. And it's sent back by Nowitzki.
Just great anticipation from Dirk, playing his cards right on the defensive end, comes through with the rejection.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
.44 seconds left to play here in the half. There's the pass to Randall. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. To the middle. And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many old defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Passes it to Worthy. And the wide open shot from Rose. Basket is good. The assist from Worthy. He's got 6.
Well, the rise and fire, now money in the bank for Derrick Rose. What beautiful development of the jump shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. From the arc. Cans it from downtown.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
From three-point range, Donovan Mitchell attacks with reckless abandon. He just keeps...
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The Cavaliers lead by 5. And we'll be back with...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They stayed within arm's reach in that opening period. And...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court for Cleveland. Howard is out there with Duncan. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Wade in at the 2.
Boy, what a warrior Derrick Rose is. This guy gets buckets through contact out there. So tough.
And there's the feed to Howard. Stolen by O'Neal. WEMBANYAMA outside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Rose against Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It's on Shaq.
Well, Dwight Howard makes his way to the free throw line. You've got to stay down on that shot fake. The defender doesn't, and he makes good use of it.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Free throw good, Howard.
At this point for Dwight Howard in his career, it's about being efficient. I mean, we know he can grab rebounds, play defense. He's just got to stay aggressive and efficient on the offensive end.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Second free throw, no good. And so Bird will bring it up for San Antonio. Another 3 from Steph Curry. This guy is unreal.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch? Wow.
They get it again. Got a piece of it. And stolen by WEMBANYAMA. Here's O'Neal. That drops. Nice feed that time from WEMBANYAMA. And the Spurs lead by 1. Timeout called. Cleveland. Rose against Johnson. 90 seconds now into the second half. Shot clock at 6. Feeds to Howard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Frazier, he's checked in for Rose. Just 2 to shoot. And he gets the bucket. And it's 7 points for Devin Booker.
Yeah, that's a case we're big enough to absorb the contact, steady enough to finish through it. Booker is the real deal.
O'Neal controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Johnson. 8 points for him. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
San Antonio trailing here. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Frazier outside. And the dunk by O'Neal.
How about the force with which the Diesel plays? Shaq on attack.
Pass to Howard. It's blocked by Shaq. Frazier against Johnson. Frazier outside. Sinks that one from the post. And now a 3-point Spurs lead.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Pass to Howard. A floater. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got 4 rebounds in this game. Poked loose. Dishes it to Frazier. Back to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. The pass to Howard. That shot misses. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
2 minutes remaining.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Frazier dishes to O'Neal. Good. Great play set up by Frazier.
Superman.
Frazier's got 3 assists in the game. Timeout called the Cavaliers. One guy's been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Worthy comes in for Wembanyama. And it's Edwards in for Curry. Then for the Cavaliers, Walton's checked in for Duncan. Irving comes in for Devin Booker. And it's Rondo in for Johnson. Rondo looking over the floor. To the paint. Stolen by O'Neal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. That's good from Worthy on the assist by Shaq. Worthy's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Randolph comes in for Dwight Howard. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Wade. Pass to O'Neal. Over Walton. And Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Nowitzki's checked in for O'Neal.
For your Spurs, Dirk Nowitzki.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Well, just amazing use of the shot fake right there. Nowitzki scooping the defense.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. Here's Rondo. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Pass to Walt. They could use a bucket. He lays it in.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Spurs leading by 9. Frazier outside. Down low. Irving with the steal. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Edwards. And Walton sends it back. With 1 on the clock. Oh, good on that one. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well.
Your Spurs.
It's San Antonio.
50.
They lead by
The Cleveland team. 41.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Rose on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Wembanyama. Frazier is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Bird in at the 3. And stolen by Booker. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Julius Irving.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Curry against Irving. Here's O'Neal. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
Here's Walton. San Antonio with the rebound. Bird's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Shaq. Goes back up. Nice D from Duncan.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Frazier against Booker. Outside Irving. Back to Booker. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. Walton. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Shaq against Duncan. And O'Neal gets it to go. Shaq's got 4 points this quarter.
Shaq gets the ball there. It doesn't matter who's guarding.
Here's Rondo. It's blocked by Shaq. Here's Wembanyama. Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
To San Antonio.
A different look now for Cleveland.
Now into the
checked in
lineup
for
for
Walt. Wade comes in
Dwight
for
Howard.
Irving. And it's Johnson in for Rondo.
Magic Johnson.
Frazier outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. From about 19 feet. A rebound by Johnson.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Wembanyama with it. Clock at 6. Here he goes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Victor Wembanyama. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Here's Wade. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And the aggressiveness on display here from ONEAL. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
So it's the Cavaliers now. They trail by 11. Back to Booker. And here's Bird. Curry outside. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Frazier's got 4 assists in the game.
A three-point specialist. Can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
And the Cavaliers call time here. One guy has been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shaq.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. And I asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. It's blocked by Shaq. Frazier outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And Wembanyama outside. Howard against Shaquille O'Neal. Curry with a wide open look. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Wade outside. Pass to Booker. 1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately.
And Wembanyama outside. Up top, Frazier. Feeds it to O'Neal. Rebound by Johnson.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Oh, I'm sure he can't either.
Duncan right side. Here's Booker. Great D that time from Bird.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Victor Wembanyama.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson against Frazier. Johnson can't hit. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Johnson against Frazier. so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
Thank you for joining us. That'll